My name is Charris Yadigaroglou. I work for MB&F, Maximilian Busser and Friends, a small but somewhat creative watch brand based in Geneva, Switzerland. Horological Machine No.5 is really a, how could I say, the essence, the epitome of the 70s, the 1970s. We took all our childhood dreams from the 70s, a lot of us grew up in the 70s at MB&F, and combined that with some of the watchmaking trends from the time. The 1970s was the beginning of quartz movements and LED displays, for example. And there were a lot of very futuristic designs. So we've taken that as well. And last but not least, we've taken another phenomenon from the 70s, which was the arrival of the first supercars. The very first powerful, super high-performance sports cars, like the Lamborghini Miura, like the Lancia Stratos, like the Lotus Esprit. And we've combined all that into one machine. First of all, from an aesthetic point of view, it really reminds us of the rear section of those the supercars, with the flaps that usually covered the rear window, with something that looks like an exhaust port here, the bodywork, of course, the shape, the aerodynamics, and when you look at it up front, something that looks a lot like a dashboard from those times as well. Hours on the left, minutes on the right. It's what we call a jumping hour on the left, meaning that the hours will jump from one hour to the other, not continuously. The flaps on the top actually open, so if you need to let light into the watch to charge the numbers so that they can glow in the dark and so on, you can actually open those flaps, light will flow in, charge those numbers, and when you've had enough of that, you can just flip them back closed, and that's that. Underneath you'll find, of course, a view into the automatic movement. So this is a purely mechanical automatic watch. It's not a quartz or LED display, which you might think when you first see it. So you do see that automatic movement on the back with the rotor that spins away and keeps it charged as long as you wear it. We've combined a mechanical movement with what we've called a prism, a sapphire crystal prism. And what you see on what looks like the dial is in fact a reflection of dials inside. The numbers of the dials are flat on the movement, and this prism you see up front actually lifts those numbers from a horizontal position, bends them 90 degrees, and magnifies them 20%. So what you're seeing on the dial, what looks like the dial, is actually a reflection, a magnification of those numbers inside.